friend forever.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Fucking. That's a fucking. I just realized that's such a dick thing to say. Oh, you don't have any. You don't have any music in front of your podcast. Apparently, someone doesn't listen to my podcast. So
I get in like I click. That's like your podcasts are like pornos. Pick my favorite parts. Like I'd be like, "Oh, what's happening halfway through?" I don't fucking. When was the last time you seen a full porno? Just press live already. So.
we're already live.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, but still.
But go back to the question. Yeah, when the fuck have you seen a full porno?
It's true.
Never. No one in life of ever like. I think you have to be like. That's like a. I'm pretty sure that's like a serial killer. Like a.
To watch a full-on porno.
Yeah, like you know how like serial killers, but like. That's like a trait. That's a trait. That's like a trait.
Yeah. Now the only question you got to ask him is what brand. Peanut butter.
Fuck. No, I think it's
organic.
Organic and chunky is like used to.
Yeah, if you're going chunky, then it's going too much. You're going too far. Keep it creamy, buddy.
It's a piece of shit.
Anyways, welcome everybody to the podcast. This is episode 14 with a good friend, old school busmate, Metro style. Not Metro like gay. I'm talking about like the Metro bus.
Metro's not even gay, bro.
Oh no, Metro's like fancy looking. How like we want to look.
You're like flamboyant,
yeah.
but you still only fuck like like
whore.
But they're good. They have to be better looking, like as good looking as you.
That's not gonna happen though. Yeah.
Well, no. Look at me.
Well, yeah. So welcome, my guest, you guys, Alonzo Hernandez, and dude, I haven't seen you in a fucking while. It's funny because we live close,
and we're sort of related.
Not yet.
Sort of dumb fuck.
Sort of like 5%. 5%.
Okay, the type of relationships we have with our wife or fiance.
Like
it's like in California where it's like you've been together for a certain amount of years, even if you're not married. I forgot what the thing is called.
It's fuck, I know it. Hold on. Domestic partnership.
It's pussy whipped. Yeah, that
the
one.
Pussy whipped. It's called pussy whipped. That's it. Straight down the line.
Pussy whipped.
I mean, technically about 25%. We're gonna do percentages on that one.
I'd rather not. It's gonna be a sad podcast if we do.
You just start thinking about like, fuck. I've been tied down for how long now?
And it's been willfully. Like it's not like I'm trapped inside a fucking basement.
I know, like Jessica would always tell me, she'd be like, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm pretty much like stuck. She goes, what are you talking about? You can still bounce. And I was like, well, what about that ring? She goes, nah, you ain't taking that ring. I was like, what are you talking about? That's gonna pay for my Xbox One X. So it's like, yeah, I go, if I'm bouncing, that ring's bouncing with me, girl.
Yeah, Steph used to be like, well, you can leave whenever. You can go. I was like, dude. Like the other day, right? So she started like Steph is my wife, in case anyone is wondering.
Oh, and if anyone wants to know, Steph, his wife, is my fiance's cousin. So yeah.
What the shit was that?
Oh, my sister texted me. It's Chewbacca.
Oh, I thought it was a cow, or you were like slow farting. I was like, dude.
No. When she texts me, it's Chewbacca. So that's how I know it's her texting me.
Are you saying your sister sounds like Chewbacca?
At times,
dude. I don't know if I could see her for a while because then she's gonna punch me.
She'd be like,
she's pretty fucking vicious, dude.
Who the fuck told Chewbacca?
Motherfucker.
No, but like I was saying earlier, her and my brother-in-law, her husband, are probably my biggest supporters when it comes to the podcast. So
that's cool.
But I totally got off a topic. Want to introduce? So Alonzo, what is it that you do? Who's your dad and what does he do?
Oh, don't. I'll just stick with what do I do?
Yeah.
Well, I work at a.
Who is Alonzo?
Yeah, the story behind the myth.
The story behind the rumors.
Like the opposite of Benjamin Button, where it's like I'm young but I look old as fuck because I'm 40 pounds overweight and balding at 25.
But can you blame that on the kids though?
Fact. Fucking fact.
The kids are the reason why I'm balding.
Dude, I haven't had a moment of silence. I don't even know what silence is. I start to yell whenever things get too quiet because I'm not used to it.
You're so uncomfortable, like, what?
Someone make fucking noise.
No, well, when I used to babysit my sisters, when she had one kid, now she has 3. When I used to babysit,
calm down. I have 4.
So when I used to babysit her oldest Daniela, she used to be sleeping, and oh, you remember when you used to help me out?
I would rock her to sleep.
Remember we used to sit there and be like,
I was like, dude, sit the fuck down, chill.
to me it used to be more of like a, I don't hear any noises. Is she okay? Like I have to go check on her. Like, is she breathing?
Dude, that's the scary part where it's like they're not making noise. Oh, Steph's gonna come back. I'm like, I'm not good at this. Fuck.
I think that's what always scares me. Like, especially like when kids eat. Like, I always have that fear of they're gonna like start choking. Like, I've been doing this shit for 31 years, and I still could choke.
Oh yeah, you still choke all the time.
Gross. Talking about food.
Duh. You are what you eat.
What did I just eat right now? I just had like wings, or like little drumettes.
Yeah, let's stick with that. Sure.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of like the whole thing where if you're young, you're still learning how to do certain things. So to me, it's just kind of like
weird. Like I mean, like you said,
like
we've been eating obviously a lot forever. We should have it fucking down by now. Fuck no.
No, I'm still learning.
Yeah,
still learning.
What do you mean bones are chewable?
Hold on, let's see. My sister goes, "Are you live or just recording?" Live. Okay, but yeah, so you're 40 pounds overweight.
I hope
20.
40 pounds is like, I'm kind of like,
you're giving yourself some
I'm giving me
room.
that leave room. Yeah, it's like,
it's really 45.
It's like fucking 55, dude. I remember the last time I went to the doctor, it's like forever. He's just like, well, you're supposed to be here with your weight and your age. And I'm like, man, fuck you.
No shit, homie. What do you think I'm trying to do? I need you to give me this news and be like, hey, man, like...
It's all this baby fat that I've kept from the kids. Like,
you had 3 slices of pizza. I'm going to have to take you back down to 2. But you shut the fuck up.
And then they're like, oh, calorie count and carbs. I'm like, ow.
Well, carbs I can understand. I can understand.
Dude,
but then again, I'm fat.
And then once again,
that's
we're
why
Mexican.
I understand
live
carbs.
off of carbs.
Tortillas.
Or when you eat like those peasant plates were like the best ones was like that bolillo, that hot bolillo with just fucking beans and cheese.
And you know what's funny is...
And that's like... And you'd eat like 3 of them. And that's a shit ton of carbs.
I was going to say, yeah, beans and bread by itself is fucking just packed. But then again, if you eat like half that bolillo, it's you're pretty much set. You go to sleep. Because it's so heavy, it's just when you're down,
I think
it's
that's if you're anorexic, dude. Like, I gotta eat like shit.
I could have like 1 and be set. With like beans and cheese, and that's
well, that
it.
says a lot about
actually, no. I'll throw some carne asada on that motherfucker. I don't give a heck.
Okay then.
I just won't do avocado.
What?
Yes, I know. I don't do avocado, man.
I only want bad fats. I don't want the healthy fat. Fuck that.
Fuck that, man. Just give me the candies. Give me the good stuff.
Saturated only.
You gotta like inject it into my veins, bro.
What was it?
I told Jessica if I'm ever like on a hospital bed dying, if you're gonna give me anything on an IV, it better be horchata.
That would work.
You throw that shit.
Or rum chata.
Did you see my thing about my horchata?
You're a piece of shit for that one. That's fucking weird, dude.
Dude, everyone was telling me, but it was fucking delicious. Like, it was really good. But then again, I put a shitload of fucking vodka in that thing, and then it was too strong, so I put a little bit of ice in there to get back some of the horchata taste. And dude, I killed like a good 32 ounces of that bad boy.
You are a piece of shit, sir.
Yeah.
That is a piece of shit move.
But it was delicious. Can't complain.
That's what most pieces of shit say.
I mean, if pieces of shit could talk, we'd call him Mr. Hanky.
Or Eric.
Fuck you, dude. So anyways, so how's everything going with you, man? How's the family, the wife?
I came to this podcast to get...
But you're still going to talk about it.
No, yeah. Well, the wife is the wife. Nah, it's just cool. I mean, Saturday. I mean, the kids are good. You know, they're growing and shit. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Irie's 7. Me, who's after that? Dominic.
I was like, you're trying to think of your kids.
Dominic is 4. I'm assuming. Mia is like, Mia's birthday's next week. And then Steph's is this weekend.
What are we doing?
We're gonna get both of them hammered. I'm gonna sneak Mia into the club with all of us, and like, yeah, she just has like midgetitis or whatever they call it.
She's half Hobbit.
Dwarf.
No, she's half Hobbit.
That's offensive, dude.
To what? To hobbits?
Gonna be a march of hobbits outside.
Don't picketing. Don't listen to verbally harassed. Don't listen to verbally harassed.
While using those pickets and making a fence and shit. I'm pretty sure that's what I don't know what they make cookies or something in a tree. I heard.
They go by the name Keebler. That's all I know. Delicious cookies. More carbs and sugar.
Good thing I'm not a pastry person.
What?
I'm not. I don't like sweets.
No conchas?
I could eat maybe.
The chocolate chip cookies?
I could easily see a warm batch of conchitas and not eat.
You're
Like,
Hispanic.
I could live without tacos too.
So I'm gonna end this podcast right now because
I
this
really
is
fucking
nonsense.
love Italian food.
I do too, motherfucker. But
Like I could probably
I go back to my roots and eat tacos.
and then what? Fall for the trap and get deported? Get the fuck out of here.
The government wants us to eat tacos.
Taco Tuesday's a setup, bro. It's a conspiracy.
They're like, all right, which
they
one?
Go all the taco stands and be like, look at that one.
Speaking
right
of speaking of taco stands, you see that taco truck on Lomita and Avalon?
Bro,
in Wilmington?
tripping balls every time I pass by after 8. It's like, who the fuck?
It's like they're the kings of, or like they're known for their like what is it? The fucking
They're known for something,
the pastor.
right? Yeah.
I don't eat that shit. I'm not trying to die. Too much
Why
seasons
not?
for me. I can't have it,
You're
dude.
Mexican? And you're Mexican? Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm only half. Okay, let's get this straight. I'm Caucasian, Samoan, something along those lines.
Let's go with Samoan.
Yeah, I'll go Samoan.
Or Samoan.
I've actually been told that
Weird.
I look Samoan, but then again I was in Carson.
We all look like Samoans.
Yeah.
If you're fat, you're Samoan.
It's just naturally. Oh, you're fat. You get those little eyes.
I was told like that, but that was back when I had like my long hair and shit.
Oh, when you had like the
That
curls.
long curly hair. Yeah. They were like, you're Samoan. And I remember there'd be times where like in Banning, like I hung out with some of the Samoan kids there, and like they would just start talking to me, and I don't know what they talking.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just nodding my head like, yeah, man. I don't know what the. And they're like, what, brother? And I was like, I'm Mexican. What? And they just trip the fuck out.
No way.
Yeah, and then I'll just be like, yep, pretty Mexican, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, fuck it, dude. Like I remember back in the days, like in high school, when I used to get fucking really stoned. I could play off looking Samoan, or not Samoan.
Yeah,
I could look like Filipino, because my eyes would just be so low, and I'm darker color, so I just be like.
Remember, Filipinos are like the Asians of.
No, they're the Hispanics of Asians.
Can you not right now, sir? I had it almost right.
You were close. I just you know.
I
what?
mean, no, you should correct it.
You had the puzzle pieces.
We're in a very like, how do you call it? Educational podcast. We need to make sure.
Oh yeah, because people are learning a lot from my podcast.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I would.
I was like, hold on. Let's see. Let me pull up my episodes really quick, because I feel like a piece of shit because I should know my episodes, but I don't. So whatever. So let's just see. So,
you are a piece
let's
of
let's
shit.
just see what people learned on my podcast. Episode 1, I had my buddy that was at a rehab, which they did learn that you have support no matter if you're an addict or not. So okay, if they learned something, I take that back. I won't joke either. So
Next.
Episode 2, I had Carlos, which I just had before you. And we
Okay.
talked about backpacking and photography. All right. Let's see. Let me try to find one that I
some
don't
people
learn.
have brought backpacking, and that's what I did when I trendy back then. Like, was that
Bro, you're like total hipster.
I was backpacking before it was cool, man. All right.
Yeah, and this time was for survival.
Fucking losers.
I mean, backpacking, you have to. It's pretty fucking insane. Like the stuff they have to do. Like the things that he's told me, where he would have like a metal cup on his like backpack, and it will like cling so that way when you're like backpacking, for animals. And I'm just like, fuck, that is fucking crazy. Like, because if you're just like stepping around, they think you're a predator.
Yeah. And they're like, wait, animals don't have fucking.
Okay, so let's see. Episode 3, I had Mark. He's a comedian. Learn nothing. Love the guy.
Why would you
learn nothing?
No, of course.
I probably did learn something. I just don't remember.
You learned some fucking good jokes.
Yeah, no, that guy, I love him to death. But doing a podcast with him is fucking like, sometimes I don't even know what to say. Like I'm just there. Like, okay, where do I go?
The show
here?
is yours now, sir.
Yeah, it's like, okay, where do I go? Like, what do I say after you just said something that the most darkest thing I've ever heard?
I love those jokes.
So then episode 4, I had Louis Gonzalez, audio engineer, so learn about audio stuff. And then I had Nick on episode 5, learned about touring. Episode 6, I had Carlos again, more backpacking. 7, I had my buddy Jake, photographer for LA Clippers.
What?
Yeah.
Baller.
See, this is what happens when you don't listen to my podcast. You don't learn anything.
I listen to bits and pieces, sir.
Once again,
my favorite part of all your podcasts is the fucking end.
Stupid ass. So, for anyone listening on SoundCloud or iTunes, we were talking about this, and I mentioned in the beginning. He asked me if if I put music or if I have music before my podcast starts. And for anyone that's listening to this on SoundCloud or iTunes, you already know there's an intro and there's an outro, which is by one of my favorite bands called Tides of Man. And I
knew
actually,
that song was familiar.
yeah, and I even asked them beforehand if I could use their songs for my podcast. I told them I want to use 2 clips as an intro and outro, and I believe it was the bassist. I think his name's Dan. I could be wrong. I'm sorry.
You probably are.
No, I think I'm right. So he actually messaged me back and said it was fine. So any copyright issues? No, I got permission to use the songs.
Wow, look at you. That's
But
not
actually,
Mexican
but
at
but
all,
you know
dude.
what's
That's
crazy
pretty
though?
good.
That's professional music. Okay.
There's no such thing.
No, you know what? It's gonna be huge. Okay.
It's gonna
So
be
it's gonna be
huge.
huge. So, and then you know what's crazy? When I did YouTube, my first video, and I put their song on it, it actually got flagged. YouTube was like, "This is a licensing. You can't be using this," and blah blah blah. This, yeah, they're right. So I was gonna like hit them up, but like, yeah, I have the right. Look, this is a copy of it. I don't put it on YouTube anymore. Fuck that.
Fuck you.
All right, so episode 8, I had Johnny
Fuck you,
Perez,
too.
my buddy that works in the plants and the preserving the wildlife. Greg from Nick's band on the 9th one. Learned about he does DJing, which different type of DJing compared to like Mike.
Like douchebag, like DJ, something like that.
The fucking horn, no,
Oh no,
no.
like
And,
police sirens and shit.
Oh,
No?
I don't know. And then episode 10, I had my buddy Victor that does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We learned about proper food eating and working out. And then 11 and 12 was Nick and Mark. So that was a fucking
Oh yeah,
fun one.
I did see pieces of that one.
That's
They were in the,
well, 11
and
was
he
a
ate
good one.
lot.
11 was good because Mark was like extremely like ecstatic and just like just jokes left and right. And then the next one, the boy got a little too baked, and I guess he ate too much of an edible, and he just
Best.
he was getting stuck. So it was pretty much just me and Nick the entire podcast. If you ever get a chance, like listen to it, you'll hear that's what it is.
Huh.
But anyways, so back to the family. Let's talk more about your family.
Yeah.
So what was it you did on Saturday? You're talking about Saturday.
Yeah. So backstory to the event of Saturday. So my son Lucas, who's the youngest, he's like a fucking closer to 2 now. I think. I just pay attention to the big birthdays because. Am I gonna pay attention? I'm not gonna be like those moms. Well, he's 18 months. 20. Shut the fuck up. He's 1 or 2.
I hate seeing that, dude.
Like it was fucking nuts. Like just,
No offense to the parents.
No. Fuck the parents. Stop doing that shit. That shit's confusing as fuck. And then they'll try to correct me. Oh, he's like I don't know, like a year and 7 months. Oh, so he's whatever amount of those together. Because I'm not gonna do that right now.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll be like, oh, he's this many months. It's like. He's what I said. Leave it alone. Don't be a fucking smart ass.
Did I say 2 or did I say 2 and 2 months?
He's like, well, he looks like 17. Shut the fuck up. He's 1 or 2. Easy as that. Simple.
Once you hit 12 months, you're officially done with your months.
Yeah.
Your years, sir.
You piece
or
of
girl.
shit. What am I gonna say? Oh, I'm fucking 517 months. Like, just turned it. Fuck up. All right. So yeah. So the baby is born. He was born with like. Say like where my sleeve is up, like that much of his arm. The rest is like, and it wasn't that bad. I mean, like once we found that out, I was just like, we just gotta make sure it's like his mind and heart and everything.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much like the big things that matter.
Yeah,
you know, as long as the lungs and heart
for the
working.
shit like that they have nowadays, where like with the prosthetics and all this other, it's like that. It did worry me a little bit, but I'm just like more because like kids. His age when he grows up are gonna be like little pieces of shit. They're like, oh, where's your arm? Where's your fucking arm? Where's your fucking
little dicks?
Right. So I was like, I just kind of want to raise him in that sense where he turns it into a joke and like fires it back at you. Because I've noticed growing up, it's like if you can own the offensive part of something, like them offending you, and then make fun of yourself and then shoot it back at them, they have nothing.
Yes, it's like fuck, like there
it's
goes
like
my
when
joke.
they'll be like, "Oh, dude, you're fat as fuck." It's like, "Yeah, so is my cock." Ask your mother. Like after that, they're just like, "Well, fuck, yeah, all right, you win. See you tomorrow."
Good one, man. I'll have a better one tomorrow. I swear.
Yeah, thanks. And I'll be going through my book. And so it was like a get together of like a lot of kids like him. There was even an adult. He's like a famous, I guess, in the community of like people like that. He's a rock climber. This dude does nuts like bat crazy shit. Me with both hands on, never gonna do. I'm not gonna fucking snowboard. I'm not gonna ski. I'm not gonna fucking rock climb.
But why not? Why not just try it? Eat shit and try it again.
Because I skated a good part of my life and I eat shit a lot, and I kind of have like I'm like at that point where I'm just like I don't fall down like a child. I fall like a 40-pound
like a fucking father. Like a turtle on the back.
Like when your dad, like when you would see your father fall, it was always dramatic, and he kind of just stayed there. How I just kind of be like, fuck everyone.
Used to make fun of him back in the days, and now that's you.
What I get. Karma is a bitch, kids. Bitch. So yeah, so it was a bunch of them. I mean, a bunch of kids like
it was
that.
like a bunch of them.
And it was cool, man. Like it was like you get to talk to parents that, because there's things you go through as a parent. Find that out. I mean, just raising them in the that you kind of have to adjust the way you raise. You can't raise them compared to the other two. I mean, the other three.
I was like, damn, you trying to like get rid of one of your kids?
I'd get rid of what kids? What?
Just turn back time and be like, what kid?
And yeah, like you share your stories, your experiences, and then they have had, say, some of them were like old, but they've obviously had a lot more time, and their parents have adjusted, and on with them, and it's just they give you tips, and it was really cool. I liked it. And
well, how'd you guys hear about it though?
Steph does all that. Steph, my wife.
I was gonna say, oh shit, I got 3 viewers on YouTube. That might be her.
She's awesome. Her fucking cucumber spaghetti shit. Dude, she makes this fucking plate. It's not even real spaghetti. It's fucking cucumber.
Well, they do it with like eggplant, I believe, or something like that. Or
squash. Shit.
Like
I don't
squash
give a
noodles.
Shit. You could squash these nuts. Fuck that. Give me my motherfucking pasta. I don't want fucking whole wheat. I don't want none of that dumb shit.
Not even the veggie pasta?
Dude, if I'm a fucking die, I want to die fat and happy.
But have you tried veggie pasta that's made out of like hold on, I got a recipe.
Yeah, no. I think it's zoo noodles?
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, shit ever. I hate it. No offense to
well, there's one that my boss, because he makes a lot of that good healthy food eating crap or whatever. Where's it at? Oh, anyways, but he used like a certain noodle for one of them, which was it was like a veggie noodle, but it was made of like quinoa and like some other stuff. But I mean, it tasted like he made it with like pesto and stuff and shrimp.
Yeah, like with bomb. Her, like she uses it. She makes the her homemade like marinara sauce or whatever with meat and. So it becomes edible. But it's like, don't fuck, like I'd rather take fucking like lettuce wrap taco. Fucking do that. I just hold Italian food. I want my pasta.
You know what, that is something that me and Jessica dealt with because we're big pasta fans. Fucking love it, dude. Die with spaghetti. I don't give a fuck. Dude. It gives me a heart attack. I'm going down with it. Find meatball. So when we started to do the more like healthier eating, the one thing was cutting carbs. Pasta's the fucking carbs.
Italian food, all carbs.
It's fucking so rough. Like even tortillas. Like tortillas for me is fucking the shit. So I went to the low carb tortillas, which is like 3 grams or 4 grams of carbs each tortilla, but that shit's like $5-6 for like 8. I was like, and you wonder why in the world there's obesity, because I could buy a cheeseburger for $1 or a salad for $4. Homie, I'm trying to save money, so I want that cheeseburger. Yeah, maybe I should have walked to get the cheeseburger instead of drive. Maybe that would have helped burn it. Even the calorie count in a
gotta walk.
When you talk, it's like you go. When you talk, it's like you go low, and then you start to get all wild up, and it gets all loud. But you're still good though. No, you're still good.
Yeah.
Fallopian tube.
Just Oh yeah, so back to that, and then so a bunch of those kids, and then like you just start to see like, all right, so I'm an asshole, like with all my jokes, my way I just
Raunchy.
look at life in general. But that look at life where it's like if I can make fun of it, it's helped me out. Like with Lucas when we found out about him.
Is there a name for it? Like what he has on his arm?
Fucking armless otitis. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't think there is. I think they explain like only explanation with the doctor was it could have happened because he, as he was forming inside the stomach or growing in the stomach, there could have been a blood clog right there. In that, since there's no circulation, but there's nothing
that makes sense.
And he says that's what usually happens. Oh yeah, great description.
Yeah, thanks, guy.
We're just, I mean, you're just a professional, right? Fuck it. But so yeah, and then I don't know what else.
You were talking about like when you found out about it, like how you dealt with it.
Oh yeah. So the first thing I could have thought of, Steph reacted her. Fuck it, and I couldn't. I was like, he's gonna have dope ass Halloween. Like, if he's already fucking missing an arm, Captain fucking obvious little gay, but. And then who else? His name from Teen Titans. Black Rope.
The Cyborg or something.
Cyborg, there you go. Cyborg would have been the shit because he gets to walk around with.
That'd be pretty gangster,
dude. Like super.
Or you could always do like a zombie, missing an arm. Yeah, see.
And then all the pranks he can do, like those fucking. He'll have a fucking fake arm. Shake my hand. Oh my god, my arm. But do that like in kindergarten. Kids get trouble.
All right, so do me a favor, talk a little bit more. The one thing I'm looking at is right here. You see this one? This little guy right there?
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why I'm watching that one's because that one's actually going for the YouTube stream. So when you talk to you gotta make sure that bitch turns green.
Oh, like that?
Yeah, you see it? Uh-huh.
La 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 la.
Alright, we're good. Because see, for me, I'm watching that one, and then I'm watching this. This is your WAV file right here. And when it gets all fucking like this right here, how high that is, that means it's peaking.
That means it sounds like
spiking.
It sounds weird as fuck.
So that means it goes like, say, if you put something on your speakers on really loud and it starts to like crack.
Oh, that's because it's peaking. Oh,
yes.
Okay.
All right. So,
wow, dude,
anyways, so go back to it. So, how was science, bro? Technology.
Science, bitch.
So, how was it with like Steph though? Like she was just accepted. Like that's my.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, kind of late to let it go. Oh
my god.
Dick.
Do you have somewhere to put this one? Because I don't want this one anymore.
No, I would not like the half off.
Actually, only saving about 20%.
Still, bro, that ain't shit. What, taxes? Fuck, thanks.
Well, how many people were there on Saturday? Would you say?
Not like it was 10, 15, like 15 maybe kids.
Any like inspirational stories as far as
like that guy was so the guy that was there, he's like a well-known, he starts a lot of programs for kids that have like that are like amputated or that are born the same way with a limb difference.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts a lot of like activities. Like he would say that he growing up was always obsessed about sports. Mm-hmm. Obviously always missing an arm.
Mm-hmm.
But that never stopped him. He was like he always wanted to play football and I think basketball, he said, and one other sport, but I don't know. I don't know if I was just so tired. I was just like, okay. Because I was like towards the end of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes from like state to state, starts his little programs. He started one in, I'm going to just come up with a state with a lot of snow. He said it, but I can't remember. Fucking Utah. I don't know. Is there snow in Utah?
You're asking the wrong person, man. Let's say Colorado.
Colorado.
There's snow in Colorado.
Let's go with fucking Aspen. All right?
I
only know there's snow there because of Dumb and Dumber. That's it.
That's true. Same here.
Yeah, exactly.
When it comes to geography, I'm fucking terrible. I barely know where Mexico's at.
Ask Ice. They'll tell you where.
Assholes.
And then so yeah, and he started like this skiing program for kids like that, or kids with no legs, and it's a big thing. Like it's growing a lot, and he just kind of talks about him growing up and him having to always accept that he's done like extreme rock climbing, like some like Yosemite type shit.
Really?
Like he does that type of rock climbing, and then he's done that skiing thing, and he does a bunch of nutty shit. And he's always and he just says like he just was always about, he wanted to give kids that same thing, because I mean obviously, you know, you're fucking missing an arm, you're not gonna be the best rock climber, but for him he fucking is really fucking good.
He doesn't let something like that
and
keep him away.
No, and he starts these little programs to motivate the like other children the exact same way.
That's good.
Like he'll do it through YMCA's or Boys and Girls Clubs, I think he was saying. And then what was I saying? I hate losing my train of thought like that.
Well, it happens to me all the time, man. Trust me, especially when I'm doing the podcast. Because what's going on with me is, as you're talking, not only am I listening, but I'm also thinking of other things about it. Like, what else can I add to, like, question-wise and stuff like that. So I'm constantly, my brain's just fucking firing the whole time. I was going to say, I actually saw a video of a guy that had no legs. He did, like, that Spartan challenge thing, the race thing. I did the whole thing with just two arms.
Nuts,
and I watched the whole fucking thing. And this guy, he was climbing, doing everything he had to do. He had to do this. They had to do this one thing where they had to get a bucket and pour like rocks and dirt into it and carry this bucket up a hill. And he's like fucking rolling the thing, go up a few steps, keep going. Well, not a few steps, up a little. Yeah. So it was pretty interesting, man, because it shows that even when people do have situations like that, like it doesn't bring them down like you would think it would, like with other people. A lot of people will see it as like, oh, well, I can't do anything else. And it's like, that's it. They just fucking just quit right off the bat.
Yeah, like I think that it depends what type of support system you have also.
Mm-hmm.
Because say if you have like no friends and your parents because there's some parents that are lost, like they don't know what the fuck to do. No one is ready. First of all, you're never ready for a child in general, healthy, everything together and all that.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how many fucking books you read. I mean, I didn't read but it's like no matter anything, at the end of the day you're not fucking ready, and you never will be. And then if you're given a child with that type of, you know, difference, you're super not fucking ready.
Yeah.
Like I was telling them, because we had like this round table meeting, just kind of created stories and all that type of stuff. And yeah, and I said, yeah, like this is my fourth child. I was like, yeah, number 4, whatever, fuck it, let's get this already going. Like I already know how this works. I'm good. Then that shit happened. I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Like I was
You're
right
back to square one.
Yeah, and then -10. Like it was just like
20%.
Fuck yeah. And I was just like, so what the fuck? What do I do here? Like, do I buy him an arm or something? Like, I don't know. Do they sell them at Walmart?
I mean,
like,
you can 3D print things nowadays.
Dude, nuts. Yeah, like they 3D printed him a BMW at the Peterson, the car museum. And
that's gangster.
Yeah, like they had one and he gave it to him. But it's fucking sick looking BMW, dude.
I bet.
And so yeah, and then it's just inspirational it was inspirational for everybody. Like I think Lucas obviously doesn't grasp it because he's almost 2. Like,
yeah,
he doesn't get it yet. Like he was seeing other kids. Like there was this one kid. Like right when we walk in, this dude has the fucking just like this aura. Like he has so much energy. Little son of a bitch. Like he's crazy, but he's so awesome at the same time. But the kid has no legs. Like he has these legs, but I don't know. It's like, have you ever seen a pirate?
Like in real life?
No, you fucking idiot.
Okay,
like, cartoon fucking pirate.
I was saying,
where they don't have like
Pirates of the Caribbean.
like the one from fucking Family Guy, the guy with no legs and he's walking around those wooden things.
No legs, no arms.
The pirate from Family Guy, right?
Because his mother was a tree. His father fucked the tree or something like that.
Yeah, so this little kid is like that. Like he has maybe half of the top portion of his legs, and then his arms are like, I hate doing, but it's like if my hand was around here.
Oh wow!
So they're very shortened, right? Like, and this fucking kid is running around like nothing. It freaked me the fuck out when I first saw it. I'm not gonna fucking lie. I'm used to seeing kids like Lucas missing an arm, have a weird little arm, whatever it is, right? And then this little kid just runs the fuck out of nowhere. And like right in front of me, and I'm like, where the fuck am I? And he's just fucking hopping along like it ain't shit. And then he starts doing these funky ass handstands. But the thing is, like, immediately, I mean, I had a little laugh. I was just like, what the fuck? But then it's like, you see him, you see his energy, you see, like, fuck it, like, you kind of just dealt with it. And he was fucking cool about it. And I fucking look at Lucas, I'm like, you better not fucking cry about shit.
I don't want to hear no struggles. You don't know struggles.
This kid knows fucking struggles.
Well, yeah, because I mean, like, there was times when I went to your house or I would just see him, and regardless of him missing, you know, pretty much his forearm, he was still grabbing his fucking cups and stuff like nothing. Yeah,
shit,
and I'm just I'm always like interested in what he's doing because I will see him do stuff. I'm like, damn, little homie, you're going for it. Like,
yeah,
this ain't stopping you. It's interesting.
Like, the only thing that bummed me out when he was growing, you kind of see that naturally he right-handed because would like pass him a ball or would just to test out what side is his dominant side. Fucking happened to be his fucking right arm. And like, I remember the first day I saw, I was like, fuck, dude, talk about shitty luck.
Well, I mean, when he gets older, he's gonna be giving himself the stranger all the time.
Lucky. If he finds those like freaky chicks,
he's like, baby,
just be able to fucking stuff that whole shit in there.
Baby,
take a picture and be like, oh, she's sucking me.
Baby, sit on my elbow.
Again.
I mean, that's cool though, man.
Hopefully he doesn't join cheer. Poor girl.
I mean, if he has one strong left arm, probably hold that bitch up like
or
that.
Or she slips and he has to catch him with his strong hand.
I just think of
like
scary movie too. Yeah, it's like, no, this is my strong hand. He's like, oh, fuck that. I mean, I don't know, but is there any like advice or anything you would give to parents that are kind of like coping with this kind of stuff? I'm pretty sure a lot of them, hopefully, or like you said, have a good support group that'll kind of keep them in like the loop of wanting to not treat their kid differently, like kind of keep them like regular.
That's one of the biggest things. Is like, sure, I mean, you're gonna have to adjust a little bit, but don't over adjust. At the end, you're gonna end up hurting the child because it's gonna be living in this bubble where everything is adjusted to him, and when he gets older and he's out there in the real world on his own, he's gonna get fucking rammed by life's cock. Like, he's not gonna know what the fuck to do. He's like, what the fuck just happened? And that's how you have a 40-year-old son living. Fuck all that. Make him adjust to the world because the world don't give a fuck about you.
Nope.
It never. Well, you could be literally like that other kid, missing fucking legs, fucking shrinked arms or whatever. The world don't give a fuck about you. So yeah, the biggest thing I was able to get out of there was teach your child how to adjust. Like with Lucas, whenever he would eat shit and fall, and he would look at me all crying, I'd be like, I'd just get down to his level and be like, you got it, get up. And that was a lot of parents did the same thing. Like, they gave them that kind of
don't coddle them.
Yeah, like that tough love. Like, I mean, it's not as tough as the fucking love we grew up on, but
nope.
I mean, I'd be like, what am I gonna do? Fucking bring the belt out and fucking whip everybody because they
shit?
Your
ass up.
You don't have a jacket.
Don't tell me you can't put that other jacket arm on, homie.
You motherfucker.
Don't tell me that.
Am I gonna have to cut all the jackets now? No. And that, like, and then just look for groups. I mean, nowadays there's groups for fucking everything. You got fucking groups for people that dress up like Pretty Little Ponies to fuck each other in hotels.
Furries.
Those fucking weirdos. I saw a group of them in fucking LA once. I was like, shut.
Hey man.
I mean, everyone has their thing. Fuck it.
Yeah,
literally.
You do you. Just don't bring it on me.
No.
I say that about everything, dude. Like, the main thing I say that for is like religion. Like, I have nothing against religion or religious people. Just, you keep that shit to yourself. Don't put it on me. Don't force people to have to believe what you believe. If they naturally just move in that direction, they're gonna naturally just be in that direction.
And or not. At the end of the day, all the religions are based off of the same thing. And like fucking, who was it? Eddie Griffin said, he's like, the messengers are different, but did you get the message?
Yes.
That's it.
That's a good way to look at it. Because, like, to me, like, I know it's completely off what we're talking, but I've always seen it as just guidelines. They're just books. They're books to where if you're lost or if you need something to go by, it's going to help you.
Back out here.
But there's also people that take it to the fucking heart where it's like, no, this is how it should be.
I could think of a whole family.
Yeah, me too. Multiple ones and people.
But like, I'm really close to one. I don't know. Whatever. Okay.
But so yeah, you know, like it gets to the point where like that is life. And I think I mean, you can't quote me on it, but I believe I remember hearing Rogan say something about like what the Bible where it says if you wore like 3 different types of like material of clothing, then you're already pretty much breaking the Bible's law or
Yeah,
like the rules.
The weirdest shit.
Different 3 different types of
like,
cloths.
you can't eat seafood or something. Like that's actually in the Bible.
I think there's no meat on Fridays.
Well, yeah, that one. But it's like there's something about seafood or shrimp or some fucking. I just remember because like.
I was like, yeah, you did all that stuff.
Like 4 years in Catholic school, it's just like, fuck, don't send your kids to Catholic school. Like it's
coming from the devil himself.
It's not even about like the whole religion thing. Sluts, bro. Sluts.
That's it, just sluts.
I'm telling you because I mean, not really sluts. Well, yeah, sluts.
Well, I just think
I don't know if it was because we were in Pedro or it's because.
I just think is what it is. It's when you put a lot of rules and stuff on somebody, the rebellious side of them is gonna want to come out.
Be a piece of shit. That's
say skunkas. I used to say that about like hoes for shows.
Get with the fucking time.
But I'm sorry, that's how it used to be.
You're showing your age.
I know
a lot.
Oh, dude, that's like fuck you, homie. that was like way back in the days.
You didn't have to say that either. You see?
I was like, this is coming from the hipster. Those fucking
backpacking before it was fucking cool.
Yeah, you know the tin cups. I started the tin cups.
You know, suck the dick for a bus ride. I used to suck.
Metro meant something.
And,
I mean, but that's cool though. We'll go back to like what we're talking about. But that's kind of cool though that they do have support groups like that.
Also, like one of them is the one that made everything that for that day was called the Helping Hands, I want to say it is. And then there's another one called the Lucky.
I think Steph posted a picture of that.
Yeah, that's one group. And then there's another group very similar, which is way fucking. It's called like the Lucky Finn Project.
I think I remember you telling me about that one.
Yeah, that one too. Like that one's.
That's based off Finding Nemo.
Yeah, about his Lucky Fin and shit.
And hey, he made it work though. Mm-hmm. He made it work.
Yeah, and it's nuts. Like, and then I don't know. You just kind of with the kids. Some of the kids I would see, I was like, wow, we don't have halfback. And it just makes you realize, like, it's not like to shit on them, right? It's like you see how well they're coping with it and how good they're doing with it and how they're just soldiering on and all you have is that. I mean, I know Lucas won't get it till he's older, and it was totally understandable. We just kind of wanted to expose him that there is more kids like you, there's adults like you.
Yeah, you're not alone in this situation.
Yeah, because I mean, imagine that was the first time. Other than that, I think Steph only shows him like pictures of kids like him, and I think he just treated them like whatever. He wasn't like amazed or nothing. Like, oh shit,
Mom, I don't give a fuck.
I see this shit every fucking day.
You think I don't look in the mirror? Huh?
I know why you I know why you got rid of the mirror.
Well, see, like, and the thing that kind of sucks is that I wish, I mean, not blaming on parents and like that, but stuff like this could be educated towards kids
much.
Because then it'll kind of help them appreciate and want to be a part of like the kids like that lives, and because bullying and all that stuff, you know, no matter what, it's gonna happen. But at the same time, I think bullying happens because they're not educated enough to know what's going on.
It starts at home. I don't give a shit. It starts.
No, it's true.
Like the school should not be responsible for the way your child acts.
Nope.
That's straight the fuck up your responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
And that was another big thing that we were talking about too, where it was just like about those asshole parents, because there's a lot of times where like, so there's this one time, right? I had Lucas and I think I had Irie, and I think we split away from Steph at a store, or maybe I can't remember really. But the kid kept. I mean, I don't blame the kids. The kids fucking they don't really see kids without arms or shit like that. Mm-hmm. So the curiosity of a child is wild, and they just want to know.
Mm-hmm. And
the kid's staring, and he's fucking pointing. And my mom just keeps telling him, shh, don't look at it, don't point at him. Like, it ain't shit. And I was like, no, like, us parents really just want you to approach us. We want you to ask us, how, why, what? Like,
yeah.
Like, we want you to kind of fucking educate yourself, in a sense. So, like, that you don't approach another kid like this the same way. Or
don't block what's actually happening.
Just don't be fucking ignorant. Like,
yeah.
No one, I wouldn't want to be ignorant for something else that I don't. That's why I'll approach you. So, what? How did this happen? How can I help? Whatever. Fuck no, the mom's just like comes up almost with like a weird attitude. because I kept kind of like at her.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, so what happened to him? And I make everything into a joke. So like, oh, he fucking lost it in a shark fight. Like we were swimming in a fucking paddle boat, and like a fucking shark came up, took his arm, and she gives me this fucking straight like, I want to talk to the manager, stink eye. And then she's like, you think that's funny? And I was like, I was just remember like grabbing Lucas. It's fucking hilarious. And I walked off, and you just hear her just say, well, fuck you. And I was just like, you whatever. But I was just like, that's where it starts. Like the stupid parent that makes a stupid child, because the child just saw the way you reacted, and the poor child is gonna think that's the way you're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And it just starts like that. Like, no, understand. I mean, they just gotta know like it's okay not to know shit. That you don't know everything. Ask, show the kid. We can ask politely. And if the other person, say if I was having a bad day or I was just a straight asshole, well, don't worry about it. You gotta also tell the kid. Sometimes. Don't worry about
now,
it.
do you think it's because of the way she approached it, or is the way she actually worded it that made you want to answer?
It's a little bit of both, because the wording plus that little fucking attitude. Like, you could tell like she was being forced to ask me. I think because of her son.
You made eye contact.
Yeah, and then I just kept being like, you just asked me. Like, it's obvious. You know,
I think what it is just a lot of people, when it comes to situations like that, they don't want to seem rude. And asking a question like that
seems like rude.
Yeah, it seems rude to them.
Because you would assume it's rude. And I mean, maybe some people do see it as rude.
Because they could say, what's the fucking saying, like, curiosity killed the cat or something.
And that makes sense. And that does. I mean, that's why you kind of have to tread your waters.
I probably use that out like wrong tense, but fuck ever.
Whatever. You get the jizz.
You get the jizz.
Jizz or gist?
Jizz.
Like for else. Gist?
Jizz.
Oh, gist.
Dreaming.
Okay.
He's laughing because he thinks you believe it's jizz. Gist.
Fuck you. That's what I said. Asswipe.
It's just the jizz.
Imagine I'm over here explaining to my kids, just get the jizz of it. Like, just they're gonna be like, okay. Fucking telling everyone else, I got the jizz of it. Don't worry.
My dad said just to get the jizz of it, so I'm just gonna get the jizz of it. That's fucking disgusting. Man. Oh yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
As long as you can laugh, fuck it. And then yeah, that's just. I think it's just being able to educate yourself, and I mean at the same time, yeah, you could have worded it differently. But it's I don't know. It just really it starts with the parents. And maybe I could have been the one to initiate it and be like, "Hey, I saw you guys looking over here, pieces." I'd be like, "He was born like."
Oh, what is it in Spanish? Give me this.
Just start cussing at them and saying shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just saying, how's it going? Would you like to see my son's arm?
It's real. It feels like silly putty. Squeeze it.
Ugh. Like you ever like grab like boobs and it feels like bags of sand. Like, I mean, cool. I mean,
dude, and his arm hurts. Like if he puts his weight on you, since it's like the direct bone, it's like you're getting slowly stabbed by something dull.
So you say your son gave you a stabbing?
Pretty much. Like when he hits you, just goes bam. I was like, dude, that could be a sick jab if you fucking practice that.
Imagine like hitting someone like straight in the throat.
Dead, fucking dead.
It's like it goes like right in the fucking.
No one's gonna believe the one-armed kid killed that dude.
Oh, speaking of arm, this dude just got hit with the ball on TV. Sorry guys, I have a Dodger game in the back right now against the Diamondbacks, and talking about hands and arms and all this stuff. This dude just got hit hard.
Famous pitcher. Don't know for who he was. Like in the guy. Because you're.
What the fuck?
Jim Abbott.
I was still swimming in the ball sack. Okay. Look. Oh, and right in the fucking wrist.
Vagina. It was probably like what, a 97-mile-per-hour fucking ball. What is that?
To the wrist.
Fucking joke. Obviously that hurt. My kids throw me.
Right. It hurts just like love. Look, right there. And oh, that was on the pinky. Oh. So for anyone that's watching on YouTube, batter from the Diamondbacks got hit.
It just got the straight bat.
It looked like it was right here.
Like at the bottom.
Yeah, of the bat. right in the bottom of his fucking hand.
But if anything, yeah, I could have really pinched.
You ever been hit by you ever played baseball and got hit by a ball? Have you ever been hit by a soccer ball?
Oh my god, so many times. Oh, lost my air twice. Fucking go. Why not put the tall fat guy up?
I mean, he can't move fast, but he could take out most of the net. Right?
I did, yeah.
There you go.
And then I was never scared to just run up to the kids and just break in.
Bring him, motherfucker.
I'll just be running like a fucking fat rhino and then slide tackle and take the ball and break. Like, you're not supposed to be that aggressive. It's like, not my fucking fault. Why are they zooming into
I don't know. I just looked up and I'm like, God damn it. But well, there was one time.
Good girth right there.
So girthy, bro. Is that your bat?
And then you could tell he's not even wearing a cup.
Is that your bat or your dick?
It's my cup. Here, check it.
So like one time, one of my cousins, she played softball. Well, I think two of my cousins played softball back in the days. Yeah. Softball. So, anyways, one of them was a pitcher, and you know, I was with my uncle. He's like, "Hey, you want a bat so she can practice?" So I was at bat, you know, and she, you know, she threw a pitch, and I fucking dodged it because it almost hit my leg. I was like, "All right, fuck, that was a close one." Second one hits me right on my fucking knee, drops me to the ground because the impact of it like took my leg out.
Straight Peter did like.
Yeah, and I was on the ground. I was limping. The next fucking day, dude, shit you not, like probably like fist size bruise on my fucking knee, and I was just like, fuck, this shit sucks. I'm all limping, but I was like, but it looks badass though, right? And I took a fucking
shark attack.
Goddamn baby sharks again, man.
Oh yeah, the worst bruise I got. I remember was one time I was running up for the ball. And there's one kid, I knew he had really good kicks. He's just fucking, he had like these quick, deadly. I don't know. And right before he kicks, the ball hits like, because we are.
Obviously.
Like, or the fucking old lot in the. And it hit like a bump as the ball was going. So the ball went up and perfectly landed in. Sweet. Asshole is half kicked. So, and he's like running towards me, like the momentum is like this while his leg is in mid. Just. And I don't think he was able to stop. So like straight foot, like the point of his shoe, deep into my. Worst dead leg fucking ever. And I just remember falling, and I didn't. Straight up like. Oh. And then I think the day later or two. Worst bruise I ever seen on myself. Straight green, purple, fucking look like a universe because it just looks like my blood is swirling in there.
Ooh, man.
I was like, fuck me, man.
Oof.
Sucked ass.
Man, check that. I don't want you to get in trouble. Check it, man.
I don't ask for permission.
You might be getting watched. Just in case.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
In case.
I gotta look like a cool.
So for anyone that's just listening, Alonzo's phone's been kind of vibrating for a while. So we gotta make sure it's not the missus.
It's not, haha. It was you posting that picture. Get late notification.
You're so full of shit.
Whatever, I told her I'll be there in an hour. Just kidding.
I mean, yeah,
I ain't scared of nobody.
I mean, whatever time you gotta go, man, fucking, it's fine. Like I said, as long as we do an hour, and we're pretty much at an hour already. That shit just flies, huh? But I mean, let's keep going with this shit.
Yeah, dude.
So
forget Steph.
Fuck.
Here with my guy friend.
Who?
What?
We've got the dog here, bruh. So it's like three guys just chilling, two microphones. What the fuck's gonna happen? a podcast is gonna happen. Nasty.
I hope so. I hope that's all.
Fucking nasty.
Or that's how it starts.
I mean, has a porno ever started like that? I'll say we could create it, but we won't be in it.
Gay porns make the direct. I always wanted to write like this. What do they call it? The skit? The script? Script.
Yes.
For a gay porno, but just make it like the dumbest fucking like storyline ever. Like the mechanic and the fucking customer starts getting fucking tailpipe.
We got a question on YouTube. It says opinions on the Las Vegas shooting. I think that too much shit doesn't add to the point. Where was that white guy even? Wait, what? Where was that white guy even the shooter or a plant? You kind of lost me at the end.
No, I get it. He thinks the Vegas shooting happened with a plant, right?
Like a plant knows how to shoot a gun?
You never know. You seen those fucking there was it the Venus fly traps or whatever the fuck?
They eat flies.
Whatever, dude. It
They're
could
traps for flies.
It could fucking train itself to fucking and pull the trigger and just start blasting.
But they're from Venus.
Damn it.
You ever heard
That's
that saying? Girls are from men are from Mars. Venus flytraps are from Venus.
That's not how the saying goes.
It does now. I'm gonna start it.
I think it's boys are from Jupiter because they get more stupider. Girls are from Venus.
Those goddamn planets. Those aliens are from somewhere.
Whatever, dude. Pluto's not even a planet.
Shit's a dwarf. Dwarf. Obviously, the Vegas shooting.
I honestly think there's more than one fucking shooter. I don't give a fuck.
Well, okay. We'll touch base on this really quick, just because this has been a very positive podcast, and I mean, this is a very tragic thing that happened, which unfortunately, a lot of people lost their lives. So it was very sad. I was actually watching it on the news that night, which.
Dude, I tripped balls, bro. Because I didn't see it on the news. I just kept seeing
the feeds.
I kept having friends that were tagging themselves safe.
Well, I
just found out. I was like, safe from what? And then you see it, and you're like, and then you asleep. I think only 20 dead. I wake up to go to work. I'm at work, and I see CNN. They're at 50. I'm just like,
yeah, but I don't trust CNN. They're full of shit.
Fake news.
Yeah,
they're fucking fake
news.
Damn it,
Fox News. I don't believe none of this
shit.
They're
fake news.
But yeah, I remember watching, and I was just telling I was on Xbox talking to my buddies. I was like, dude, you see what the shit's going on? And I just found out today that one of my friends, her, and I think if it's her boyfriend, fiance, or husband, them and some friends were actually at that concert. I didn't know that until today. She posted up on Facebook that a week ago this happened, and that thank God that they're all right and stuff like that.
Stephanie's cousins were supposed to go
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to go to that. I don't know if they were running late or what the fuck happened, but they ended up not going. Right before the shooting.
Imagine what goes through your head knowing that I was supposed to be there.
Dude, it's like when it comes back to that 9/11 thing. There was I think a story of fucking Bush, but there was a story about there was a guy that was supposed to go to work, which he worked in a fucking some high as fuck floor in one of the towers. Son got sick, had to take the kid to the fucking doctor. Dude, at the doctor sees the towers fall.
Fuck that.
He's just like, good job, Johnny. Fuck. Next time, eat more crayons. Shit, you saved my life.
We're gonna upgrade your colors from 12 to 16.
And we'll get the sparkly kind, so your shit sparkles.
Nah, you gotta get the ones that smell. We're gonna get you some good smelling markers to get high.
And I'm pretty sure you could die.
Boy wants to get high, let him get high.
So back to that Vegas show.
Yeah, so back. All right. So my thing is, the one thing that bugs me about it is hotels are supposed to have cameras everywhere.
Well, they have the cameras. The thing is how.
Well, from what I read about it, like I said, I don't want to get too much into it because it's sad to just even think about it. But it's just
Well, it is sad, but then it's you gotta question.
It's something. Oh no, for sure. It's there's video of shooting on the 3rd floor or something like that. And they were saying it was on the 32nd floor, and there's 2 windows broken out on there, but the gunfire video was from the bottom. So it's
And then there was another video I saw where the guy was comparing in the same 45-second clip, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
First to hear long distance, you can tell it's long. And the second one, we're assuming is the one from 3rd or 4th floor. And this video was taken from a camera guy from his phone. I mean, a camera guy, taxi guy, at that hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So right underneath it, he's taking the video of it, and you can with the last round, you hear it's. The other ones are very distant. You can hear it's far away.
People are trying to blame it on the echo. That's too drastic. It's not
that it's not drastic. There's that's too little bit of a room for it not to react that quick, because it was literally shots, maybe 15 max, and then the next shots, and it wasn't even the same amount of shots.
But yeah, and that's my thing too. Is if it was an echo, just playing guitar and then fucking with delays and shit like that, you would hear it, and then let's say if there's 20 shots, by the time it hits that 10th or 11th shot, you're gonna hear that first shot again, and it'll start to overlap itself.
Exactly.
So,
and then with him, I don't think there's that much of an echo because he was at the fucking hotel. Right, he was at the entrance of the hotel.
he supposedly filmed himself doing it. He had like I think like 53, or I might be over exaggerating, like rifles. What the fuck? Dude, I could barely sneak in like
It's like a fucking
yeah,
soda and a popcorn that you made outside of the movies into it because they're like.
and this guy could sneak in all these rifles into a fucking thing. It's like, come on, man.
Dude, no, the thing is, it's like some of it is fucking bullshitty. Like going back to the 9/11 thing, it took a while for people to be like this because it was kind of like expected.
Well, I remember watching it when it happened. Like,
yeah, me
I was
too.
in school.
I was supposed to go to school. I remember I woke up late, and my mom and dad were just staring at the TV, and I thought I was watching a fucking movie. Like I remember, like I thought it was a fucking like Die Hard movie or something. I remember thinking some crazy shit, and I remember like smiling because I'm like, oh, this movie's pretty dope. And then my mom's like, that's happening right now. And then you get that full like hit of it when you're at school and everyone's just fuck. Everyone is watching it, fucking rolling. Like, yo. And at the same time, fucking kids should be. But either way, different times. And I don't know. There's no fucking way he could have been by himself. There's no fucking way he could have snuck that in. There's no fucking way a man with no training, not into guns like his brother said, and just, you don't like it takes a lot of fucking military like training to know how to operate all those guns and to do like the little mods he had for it to react like an automatic rifle. And the guns he had were already illegal. And this is for like the people that want to be like, oh, we should push more fucking rules on guns. They were already to begin with. What the fuck?
I always laugh when they talk about making it illegal. Drugs are illegal, and we could still get it. Okay, no matter if you say something's illegal, it makes people want it even more.
How illegal are Mex?
Depends on the percentage.
Yo,
all of us.
All of fucking California's illegal.
I was like, technically, our land, comes from our Indians and those white people. No, I always laugh when they say, go back where you came from. Motherfucker, how about you go back where you came from on the other side of that ocean?
The Mayflower's about to leave.
And your ticket's about to go up. But, I mean, I'm just being a fucking racist piece of shit, so. I mean, I'm not racist. I'm not racist.
Dude,
I love
a little bit of fucking racist. I don't give a shit.
It's true.
Everyone is.
It's true.
Everyone has that little fucking thought whenever those people walk into the fucking restaurant. You're just
those
like.
Those people.
And everyone just interpreted those people as whoever the fuck they think of. It could be Asians, blacks. It could be fucking anybody. But
it could be their mother-in-law.
It could be like Mexicans that hate other Mexicans.
It's true, and we hate our people a lot.
I hate illegal Mexicans.
Like, see,
no, the ones I hate the most that have been here forever and still don't know fucking. I mean English. Like an aunt. I had an aunt that's been here since I was born. Still needs translator. Yo, this wouldn't be working if I was in Mexico and I didn't know how to speak pretty fucking fluent Spanish within 3 weeks.
Well, Jessica and her sister, since they're in Paris right now, I think for like the past month or two, like they were just on the app.
Because you have to. You cannot.
You have to adapt to your area.
Exactly. You can't simply just find a bus and not know what the fucking signs. Like, it's just.
I mean, a lot of times you can go into situations like that oblivious, but at the same time, if it's somewhere that you're living, if you're living there, I mean, I'm sorry, you have to adapt to your environment.
Deport those motherfuckers now.
Well, like for me, like one thing, like when it comes to like our people, I could say that our people.
We could say that.
I know, fucking terrible. But my thing is like when people look at Hispanics right away, they think of like fucking either paisas or fucking like cholos, because they're the ones that are more.
Isn't that how we're split?
It seems like it, but then I'm not trying to go either one of those directions. For me, it's more like.
No, because you're not a paisa.
I'm a Caucasian. I told you. Hey.
I'm a Caucasian.
I'm a Caucasian. Hey, I told you.
I'm a Caucasian. Oh dang.
Oh dang. So like to me, it's just kind of like that's what people facilitate us with is that. Like that's our title, and that's pretty much what we live by nowadays is titles. Like whether you're left or you're the right, or you're fucking you're a cholo, or if you're a drunk, or whatever it is.
It's all titles.
Yeah, we're all fucking like labeled and fucking having titles. So like when I see that, it kind of bugs me because like that's not what we're all about. like when people always talk about, like when Trump was saying, about how we're all like rapists and
Bad
all that
hombres.
shit. Yeah, to me it's just like, homie, how many times have I seen? I mean, I'm not being racist for anyone that's
Just
listening to
fucking
this.
say it,
Is
vagina.
it's a podcast. I gotta be somewhat polite.
Yeah,
No,
you do. To
but
all
I'm gonna be
three
real at the
listeners,
same time. But I'm happy that's three.
It's better than two.
So to me, it's just kind of like every time I see homeless people asking for shit, they're white.
Yeah.
How many times do you see a Hispanic out there with a sign saying anything?
Very little.
I think I've seen one or two in my 31 years of being on this fucking earth.
31.
Shut
Coulda
the
lied.
fuck
You
up,
coulda
homie.
fucking
Shut
lied.
up. I'm not gonna lie about my age. I'm old, but I look good. I
You
look
could have lied again.
I look 23 for being 31.
You do have a baby.
I know.
I remember when I found out your age.
It's
I
my
was
special
like,
features.
What the fuck?
I know, like Sal. Sal's like my age.
Yeah, but he eats. Oh wait,
But yeah,
He's
so
awesome.
yes. So my thing is like, that's just it bugs me, man. Like knowing that I completely lost what I was talking about.
That's fine. Fine, it's your podcast. You can.
Oh no, I was saying.
You're talking
So,
about
no. I
Mexicans.
was going back. Yeah, so like with the
Send
Hispanic
them back
things
home.
and being homeless and asking for stuff. The Hispanics. What's the first thing you see us doing when people make fun of our people at Home Depot? Fuck you.
They're asking for jobs.
We're there trying to fucking work. We're gonna rush the car because we're willing to fucking work and pay for shit. We want to earn our way through whatever it is that we need. If it's to send money back to family, back to Mexico, family here. If we're just trying to survive individually, we're trying to fucking make our shit like fucking stand out. Like we want to pretty much do whatever we have to do to survive. We're not gonna ask for it. We're not gonna beg for it.
Oh yeah.
And that's one thing that fucking always bugs me when they always talk about the Hispanics are lazy. Like me and Jessica went to go see the wiener dog races at the track like a few months ago.
There's wiener dog races.
Yes, I will show you the video after this podcast.
That is some white people stuff, dude.
There's Hispanics there, bro. I
Really?
got you. Yeah, I got you on that one.
Like, did they have bacon wrap wiener?
No, like they were like dogs running.
What?
Yes, I'll show you the
Did
video
I miss
later.
the whole concept of what? And I thought they were
Well,
actual
this is
hot
where I'm getting to. I said they're
Oh,
like
yeah.
wiener dogs, like racing. So, anyways, there was a guy wearing a "Make America Great Again" hat, and I told Jessica, I was like, "Look at this motherfucker." And then I was like, I have nothing against it. That's what you feel.
No,
I mean, America's never been
you
great, but
gotta-
if you feel that it was, then by all means, that's your opinion of it. But to me, I'm just like,
It was
if you ever wanted to
before the
deport us,
Mayflower Land.
there you go. But to me, it's just like, if you ever want to deport us, do you like vegetables? Do you like fruit? Well, you're not gonna eat it because who the fuck's gonna pick it for you? Mark. Oh, listen now, Mark. I'll say Thomas isn't gonna do it.
Fucking Bryce isn't gonna pick shit.
Bryce
up.
isn't picking up shit for you. Decker, no.
Mason tripping.
Oh fucking god. So to me, it's just like you got fucking Jose, Juan, Pedro, Pablo, whatever the fuck you want to call them, out there fucking when it's 100 degrees outside, hot. We're chilling in AC offices and stores.
Dude, I
They're
wouldn't even
not.
fucking do that.
Nope. I don't care.
Fuck no, I'm American as fuck when it comes down to that.
You Caucasian.
Excuse me, I buy mine at Trader Joe's or Costco.
But see, that's one
No,
thing.
not Trader Joe's. Food for less.
Trader Joe's is actually kind of cheap. They got some good shit.
It's decently cheap, but then it's like they don't have everything. Like
It's organic, bro. It's organic.
and it goes back to that. Way cheaper to eat bullshit.
Way cheaper to eat that cow that was chilling in the cage compared to that free roaming one. But
You lost train of thought.
grass fed like beef. It's fucking. I just had bison like 2 weeks ago or a week ago at Lazy Dogs Cafe in Delama Mall. $15 for a burger.
Get the fuck out.
But probably one of the best burgers I've had in a long fucking time. Dude, bison. I was wired just thinking about it.
Where'd that
Yeah, me neither. I just
ballin'.
happened to have money. I was like, oh fuck it. Like there's this meme I saw where it said when I have so much money or like when I'm rich, it'll be like, oh, I'm gonna buy a yacht today, and it says, well, when I'm rich, well, that's supposed to be with someone else, but when I'm rich, I'm gonna be like, I think I'll have an appetizer today.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you're
Nah,
balling,
dude,
you're gonna get the
I always fucking
appetizer.
get appetizers and Steph gets mad. She's like, "Why do you get appetizers? You're not gonna finish your actual food." Because I fucking want to. I love fucking. That fried fucking
Calamari.
calamaris, yo. I judge the restaurant on their fucking calamari.
You go to a burger place, you got calamari. No, I'm not eating here.
Later, I'm going to fucking.
I want to feel sophisticated with my calamari. Dude, fucking
Expensive as fuck too.
calamari's bomb as fuck though.
I loved when Irie was eating it. Irie's my oldest daughter, just saying, and she was eating it, and I tell her, "Oh, that's fucking like fried squid, or whatever the fuck." She's just like,
Yeah, I think you're right.
it's like that moment my parents told me what menudo was. Like I think it was like the inner skin of asshole. Or I'm maybe exaggerating. I don't know.
You just eating ass
We've been eating ass since day one, son.
all day, every day.
That's fucking dedication.
All about that ass.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So
You're fucking not supposed to.
well, I was about to go to the next thing, but you just made it
Isn't
awkward.
it funny how you told me about me getting checked on when you've been on your phone like every other minute,
But then again,
and your girlfriend is in the other. I mean, fiance
we moved
is
up.
in the other side of the fucking world, and you're calling me. Get the fuck out.
What was the only time we could
It's
talk?
my fucking podcast now, Eric. Fuck you.
What's your podcast called?
It's called I Ain't No Whipped Ass Bitch.
Fucking dick. All right, let's get to the reason why you're here. Make you leave.
Vegas shooters.
No, no more Vegas shooters. I don't want to talk about that shit no more. So
I want to get really high and talk about shit like.
But you can't smoke, so it's okay.
I can. I just to not get in trouble at work.
Don't get in trouble, man. Just do your job. Don't jerk off. Simple as that.
Who, honestly, out of our 3 viewers, who doesn't jerk off at work? Exactly.
Raise your hands.
Not you, Lucas.
Hey, we might have 3 right now, but when people listen to this in the future,
It's gonna
because
be 6.
let's go with 7.5.
Counting Lucas?
He's 80%.
Can you go with the joke?
So, one thing I wanted to talk about, because it's getting a little late for wrap this up, is that
Be a fucking vagina. Don't look
I
at no
want
time
to
clock.
talk about your photography.
You're worse than Steph. How were your pictures?
Oh my god, did you edit them today?
It's like I love taking pictures. I really do love taking pictures. It's like being able to concentrate on getting that perfect. And then mostly, I mean, all I do is cars because they don't talk back to you. They don't fucking move around. They're still. You don't gotta tell them stop fucking moving. Stop fucking moving.
What if they start rolling?
That's even a better picture, technically.
You know what I haven't seen in a while? Spinners.
There's a reason for that.
I know.
Thank fucking God.
Do you remember when like Escalades were like the biggest fucking thing and spinners?
Dude, and Lamborghini doors.
I saw a Lamborghini.
Thanks a lot, fucking Birdman.
I
Get
saw a
the fuck outta here.
Lamborghini on Friday in Torrance.
Oh, we saw one out there where we were at. It's like some nice. It's like by Dana Point, but like big baller area.
I saw Steph posted on her location for Instagram.
Yeah, and we fucking were on the 405. I don't fucking know what it is to get out there. In a blue fucking Huracan, just fucking Lamborghini. Fucking. I'm just like, oh. For a second, I straight up like was steering my wheel with my. Like this is.
We might have to take a quick 5-minute break or
He has
2-minute
to take
break.
shit.
Yeah, he's over here bugging me to go to the bathroom. So for anyone watching, we'll be right back.
I'll take it over. I don't give a fuck. I got this.
No, seriously, if you want to, man.
I got this. I have questions
No,
for myself.
no, I'm serious. If you want to talk, man, you're more than welcome to talk.
Yeah, dude, totally. Questions.
Don't do
For
questions.
myself.
Just talk about like, talk about your small dick.
It's bigger than your small dick. I'm a fucking.
2 centimeters bigger, bro.
I'm a grower, not a shower. Get the fuck out of here and fucking have your dog shit somewhere.
Yeah, I don't want him to shit in my room. That would fucking suck. He's done it
It's
multiple.
prairie dogging.
Actually-
Dude, he's prairie dogging. You gotta take him the fuck out.
No, he's just excited. He wants to go out. He actually shit on a Nick's carpet yesterday. I'll tell you more about that when
That's
I come
a
back.
compliment, no?
I guess,
It's like
I
good
don't know.
luck or something. I would assume. So this is my show now. Smoking. So yeah, back to the photography thing. I love taking pictures. I love being able to. It's like kind of you don't think of anything. You can't really think of anything or concentrate on anything. when you're taking that picture because you just want to take that perfect picture. So there's times it's almost like a sniper, like you just are concentrating and concentrating and concentrating, and sometimes you even hold your breath so you don't get any of the shake in because your stabilizer sucks ass. And then you take it, and it's still shit because you're your worst critic. You just don't like any of the pictures you take. But I don't know. I'm a bad photographer. Editing, fucking. I swear. um, I don't like editing them. Like I don't know why. I editing seeing what the fuck looks. I do it. I'm great at it, but I do it, and I'm probably at the beginning stage of it. I probably have, I don't know, maybe a couple years actually doing photography. I've always been into taking pictures. Just once I started taking pictures of cars, I mean, I'm a big, like, gearhead. I love cars. I grew up on cars. My dad mechanic and a tow truck driver. So I mean, it's in there. I've been around them for a while. So yeah, when I started taking pictures of cars, it was just like, yeah, this is it. Because I tried taking pictures of like my kids. I love my kids. You can't take pictures of people if it sucks much. They don't sit the fuck down. They don't fucking listen, or they're having their attitude, or even just normal people. Oh no, can you delete the picture? Double chin. Like you don't get that from a car. A car don't give a fuck. You move around and find its sweet spots and all. But yeah, that's my thing. My Instagram is 91 underscore shots. I haven't given it much love lately. Probably I can't remember when was the last time I put up a picture. It was probably a month ago or so, or even more. What green bar? Oh, that green bar? Well, yeah, it's going up. God, fuck Eric. When you see this later, fuck you. And lost my train of thought. But either way, that's what I do. That's the Instagram. Probably need to start paying more attention to it. I've been kind of busy with like personal life, work, and you just kind of get too tired. Not like you just don't want to do it. But I love it. I love cars. I love photography. It gives my mind a moment. It's like the best distraction. And I mean that's sometimes that's all I need. I just need to get distracted. So if all I can do is walk around a certain car and take up and look how that line is curving over the fender and that little white line or the light or how the reflection is take there's times I've taken up to an hour or so just on the exact same car walking around the car getting just the details of the car because I mean I've always liked also taking pictures of where it's like a certain detail that is significant to that car or the people that follow that car or those type of cars they'll be like, "Oh, that's totally a 911's headlight or something because it's significant." Yeah, it's me. I farted. Yeah. You ever? Never mind. Oh, and then my guest for the night, Mr. Empire Strikes Back.
I fucking hate. Fucking great movie. Actually, I just got this shirt was at Target, regular price.
Star Wars is overplayed
look,
and
motherfucker.
overrated.
Look, shut up. So this shirt was originally $12. Someone accidentally priced it for less. $12.50.
Oh, lordy, wow.
Nah, it was $8, but I had to get it. I was like $8.
I can't even lie because the other day, $20 chucks at Ross.
I saw your little post.
I was so fucking happy.
Look at my shoes. Look at my shoes.
Fuck yeah,
you
dude.
Click those motherfuckers.
Fucking
twice.
Yeah, fucking send me home. I don't give a fuck.
So it's funny. The whole time I was outside with this fucking dog doing nothing, I was watching it on YouTube. I was starting to crack up because it sounded like a real model tone and just like,
really?
So this is me And if any ladies wanna,
I'm the lead singer of the Clash.
No, it's kind of like if you're doing one of those like those old school
That's why I
ass date
wanted.
movies.
Yeah, that's why I wanted that
Those date
smoking
tapes.
jacket. It'd be like feng shui and shit.
Okay. All right. So let's go and finish this bad boy up. So we got a couple of pictures for you guys on YouTube to see. I'll have Alonzo describe it. For some reason, I went blank trying to figure out the fucking word describe. I'll have Alonzo describe his picture.
Explain it.
We picked 5 of them. I picked a few. He picked a few that he liked. So I'm gonna post them up. I'm gonna put them up on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, you get to see them. If not, if you're just listening on iTunes or SoundCloud,
Imagine it. You should have been on YouTube.
Yeah, you can imagine it. And he'll pretty much tell
Did
you
you
all
just
about
look
it.
at my bald spot, you piece of shit?
No, I was looking because you have one curl on your hair that looks like a foghorn leghorn. What is a fucking that cock's name?
You just fucking hair that I have. Girls still.
Bro. Is this your bottle? What's this? Move this out of the way. All right, so let's start with the first one. If I could fucking find this goddamn mouse pointer. All right, so bingo. So we'll start the first one. So what do we got here, sir?
That looks like a rim to me, Bob.
Let's check the board. Do we see a rim? Oh, we have job.
Rim job. Sorry.
So go ahead, describe it to the listeners.
Dude, it's just straight up rim. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of horrible when it comes down to this. You know, like, what like I said earlier, I just kind of walk around the car and just look at the details that kind of stand out. And sometimes you don't want to see the whole car. The whole car kind of distracts you from the little accent points that is what really stands out.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is one of them. Like, I've always liked those type of like those pictures of like chrome, but it has like that like cool weather type filter where it's like it makes it seem like it's in fucking a field of snow. Like you get it, right? Like
it has like a more of a blue tint to it.
Yeah. And I don't know, it just looks it's fucking classy. I don't know.
I mean, I just like it because like the chromeness of it, like you can see the shine. I think if you really look at it, like let's see, let me put this up. So like kind of like right here, if you look at this area to the left of it, like you can see the people on there. You can see the reflection of everything that's going on in the back.
Yeah.
So that's like one thing that I thought was pretty cool with it. So I don't know. That's
and
just
then,
me.
yeah, this car was actually at the Peterson the day or a week or something after they had this whole exhibit. So they had this older exhibit which was like cars painted by I forgot what famous artist, but he does like you've seen his art. Everyone has seen it.
Most likely.
And he painted some cars, whatever, and then they took that out and they put a bunch of lowrider stuff. And this was one of the cars that were there. And well, fucking the lighting in there's pretty good, so
Always
I just
nice.
walked around there.
Always nice.
Next.
Let's go on to the next one. That's the next one.
You picked that one.
I did. You know what? This one. Sorry. I
think it describes your inner douchebag.
No, I really like the lowerness of it. Like how it has like the front. It's all lowered out, and then the tire looks like it's gonna fucking scrape the shit out of the inside, but it's not.
Sometimes.
So I'm a big fan of that one. So go ahead and describe
that
this
one. Was at the Weckfest. So that was at the Queen Mary.
Mm-hmm.
They have this thing called Weckfest every year, and it's just a big gathering of tuner cars. There's all type of cars like with that same type of body style with that are all freaking modded up, from like Scions to
like Fast and Furious type shit.
Straight up like that. You walk in and the first thing you hear is ding, 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 like straight the fuck up. And they actually play that sound.
Luda.
Why do you cock your head into your body? Luda.
Because it has to. You have to feel it down here when you say
move, bitch.
Luda. I mean, I think it's kind of cool because the rim of it, it's like it's indented.
I like that because they had a very deep dish, and I don't know. I just always liked those bolted on.
Was it a white car? Or was it like a grayish silver?
Suck my ball. Maybe gray. I don't remember.
Goddamn filters.
Yeah, I think it was gray. I want to go with gray. I want to remember that it was gray. But yeah, that was at that event, and yeah, just a bunch of cars like that, and a lot of hard work and a lot of money. It's just you can you just appreciate it. Not this isn't everyone's fault.
Well, see, well, the one thing like I was telling Carlos earlier, because I'm a fan of both the pictures that you guys take. Like I said, they're two entirely different types of like genres of pictures, but like I start to see like what you guys are trying to take a picture of. Like for this one, like I see like I liked all the like the shapes, like the way the attire looks with the circle,
and then there's like
all the lines and stuff. Yeah,
happening.
so it gets into real in depth, and like you said, a lot of times people don't look at that. They just look at the car. Oh, this looks cool because it has this, and that. But you actually go into like, look how this is curved. Look at these
that
openings.
Points out to what I was saying earlier, where it's like those certain like I like taking pictures of those like of certain parts of cars where that's like that car. Like I was saying, like the 911 headlight. Just you're not taking a picture of the whole car. It's just literally the headlight, and that alone, if you're familiar with the car, fucking I know the car.
Mm-hmm. I don't. I just like the way they look.
But I mean, also that detail is what made it famous.
Mm-hmm.
That detail is what everyone knows it as,
mm-hmm.
and it's a fucking beautiful.
Move on to the third one, shall we?
Mm-hmm. Hope it's a good one.
Hope it loads. That's the question too. There we go.
Well, yeah, that's a fucking GTR. It doesn't get much better than that.
I love that red, dude. That red is just fucking.
It's a really nice red. That one. Most of my pictures are taken at. I get it, dude. I get it. There's
red.
Never a time I'm at a fucking car meet and I don't have a.
That's me. Like when me and Nick first went to E3, we like literally walked in and we stood there and we just like looked at each other and then we like looked up and we both had that face of just fuck. We're actually into the like this fucking arena, and I tell him I was like, let it soak in. Just look at it. And we got all giddy. All right, where do we go first? How much time do we have left? So I totally understand what you're saying.
Yeah. So this is like another one. I usually like to put like those cheesy ass like sentences or respect your elders.
Oh, because it's an old school skyline.
It's an old school skyline. I mean that's what made it.
But see, I like this one because like all the saturation, like it's really dark, but then it makes that red just fucking pop. Yeah. So it's like really, it's really bright, but it's
and
not.
I like that paint because that paint wasn't like what we're used to now with a lot of flake in it.
Mm-hmm.
It was those old school like just solid paint, nothing else, no glitter, no nothing. And it was you could tell it was fresh because it was so. And well, it just looks mean. I've always liked like where the headlights are, how it curves inwards and looks a little angry, and it just gives it that old fuck. That's to think that's an old school Japanese car. That's pretty
fucking beautiful. On to number 4. If it loads, boom, more rims. Because I'm a fucking fan of rims, even though I got caps on my car.
LA Auto Show. I remember that one.
Black and white. So what car are we looking at?
I have no fucking idea.
What about the one in the back?
I want to say that's an
Infinity.
Sometimes I just take random pictures.
I see that.
Without even thinking. If I see something good at the very moment, I take a picture and keep.
I'm the same way. I try to do that.
So obviously what caught my attention is the rims.
Well, I mean, I just like that one because to me it looks like it has like a little flare to it on the inside of the rim. But then it's I've always been a fan of those that like what are they called when they're like more inner? You said it earlier. Yeah, I've always been a fan of those. I don't know why they just look really fucking.
They
cool
just look
to me.
Badass. They just give that wider look. That
because it's like it's still showing the tire, it's still showing the full rim, but it has flashy. It's just it seems more like detailed. Like I'm a big fan of like shadow boxes when like you know shadow boxes, right? Or I think they're called shadow boxes. It's where you could have it's like a frame, but it has like depth to it where you can actually add stuff to it. Like I think they're called shadow boxes. It's something like that. It's just more of like it's like a box, like a frame, and it has glass on it or plastic, and you could like put pictures and stuff, make it more like a 3D, like a 3D craft thing. That's one of those, but I've always been a fan of those, so I think that's why I like these so much. Because I think
that one even came out a little blurry.
Nice. It looks like this is more like focused right here, and then it just gets a little blurry. But I like it because even the floor looks like nice.
Yeah,
Has like a little design going to it.
Back when I had my first, my whack ass food.
Fuji film. All right, let's go to the last one.
Now I'm just like everybody else with the Canon.
Those cannons, man, they do work.
Motherfucking, like I said, for most people, they already know.
What is
Not
it?
only because it says GT2, but that's iconic.
A Porsche.
And then I think what got me on this one wasn't even the car itself. I think I was stuck on the lines. I'm a big fan of straight. A lot of cars that I like, I don't like the curve. Like straight. Because
kind of like the old school Mustangs.
All of that, like all those old, a lot of older cars, they were like that box. I like that because it's like when you're getting that perfect light, that line just runs from the very front to the very end. It just flows. And in a picture, that's just fucking amazing. And I don't know, the simplicity of just having a square. There's not a lot to it. Like
Scion boxes don't have, they're just straight lines.
That's a he just left. No, but to be honest, I loved it when it came out.
Oh, dude, because
when it came out,
the newer ones I'm not a fan of. I like the older ones. The older ones are nice, like like Carlos has, Mel has, Nick's girl, because they're actually very fucking roomy. I don't care what anyone says about them. They're roomy. They're actually somewhat fast. Cause they there's like no weight to them, so they can just fly.
Oh, yeah.
Spacious, good for parking, and good on gas.
Yeah, the toasters are the shit.
Actually, I kind of want to what is it called, the Kia Soul. Even like I want it in white though, because in the back it looks like a fucking stormtrooper. The only reason I want it. Other than that, I still they're mounted. Don't talk about my Star Wars. The Last Jedi trailer came out.
Did you see the what was it? Goku versus
Jiren?
Yeah.
Jiren? I think it's Jiren. No, because I haven't watched any of Super. I think I've watched.
That was like episodes 109, like 111.
It was like an hour special. No, but one of my buddies fucking nutted fat. He said when he saw Goku transformation, his new one.
I've been wanting. I think I got one load, but it's on. I mean, at the end of the day, do.
I mean, I would like to watch an English dub just because I'm a fan of like English dub fucking anime. Supposedly, there's already some out. They're just slowly releasing them off Adult Swim. Yeah, but I think there's like a website or something, or like a page you can follow on Facebook that has Dragon Ball Super, like has it subbed and has it dubbed. Because like I do prefer a lot of anime, and it's funny because we're talking about cars now, we're talking about anime. I do prefer a lot of my animes in like Japanese, just because they're more emotional.
Yeah, you can hear the emotion because it's the original.
Yeah, like Death Note. When I watched Death Note, I watched it in Japanese first, and then I watched it in English. I actually like the English.
Have you seen this shit?
The movie? Oh god. Now, so that movie, you could actually, if you put that in its own category where it's not based on the cartoon,
it's cool.
Then it's cool.
It's cool.
I'll fuck with it.
But it's not even close to the story.
Yeah. So I mean, I know they try to do their own thing, but it's just like
you cannot have something as awesome as compacted into an hour and 30.
No, it's too in depth, and even if it's just the first season, even if it's just the first season, it's like
L didn't fucking die.
No.
L fucking dies, and I don't know who takes over. M.
Yes, it's no, it's N. M is Miko. He's the one that eats chocolates, and then N is Nero, or was it?
And then the way he doesn't die either.
Well, because he's the one that outsmarts him.
No, but no.
Are you talking about Light?
I'm talking about yeah. He doesn't die either.
Spoiler alert! If anyone hasn't seen the movie yet,
if you haven't seen it,
Netflix.
You're not a fan, and you're just gonna watch.
If you haven't seen it, just watch it and then go back to the cartoon because the anime is
like if you haven't
better.
Seen the original, don't see it and just watch the movie.
But I heard the Japanese live action ones are actually way better. They're actually based off of the manga. I have the manga, dude. Look. I have mostly,
you have it. Yeah.
I have mostly all of them. I think I'm missing like 4 of them to have the collection.
Get a life.
I collect shit, man.
Stop looking at it, Dick. So what if we're at 2 hours and some change?
No. Wait, what are you talking about?
How long have we been doing?
No, I'm constantly looking at the waves. I'm constantly looking at
Fuck
the green
your
bar.
waves.
I have to make sure it's going because if it's not, then I'm pretty much wasting time.
Why
Because
is that?
I've had a situation happen one time when I was doing a podcast and I thought I was recording and it wasn't. Like it stopped 3/4 of the way in, no reason at all, it just stopped. So that's why I'm fucking like always. I mean, if I had, I try to have someone be
We need
here.
a fucking Jamie, dude.
Oh, trust me, if I had a fact checker and like a young Jamie, I'd be perfect because I wouldn't have to worry about this. It would just be me submerged into the conversation.
Shit, yeah.
But for the fact that I have to monitor everything, that's why like if you rewatch this or it's pretty much you have to rewatch it.
I don't even have to rewatch it, Dick. I'm in front of you.
Yeah, you see me. I'm just like I'm looking at everything constantly, like monitoring.
I mean,
everything.
that's understandable.
So that's why that's my excuses. I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oui.
Oui.
I mean, it's cool, but we'll start wrapping it up though, 'cause it's getting a little bit late. People in this house have to be up at 5 a.m.
I wake up at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, but besides you being 40 pounds overweight, they're all in their 60s.
They're supposed to be 40 pounds overweight.
No, they're in their 60s, so they need a little bit more time in the morning. But dude, I'm fucked. To be honest with you, we did about an hour and a half, and that shit just flew by. Like when I was doing this earlier before you with Carlos.
Next one has to.
Don't tempt me. Next week. What day are you free for? Or even this weekend?
Friday. Steph's actual birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna probably do like
On the Friday the 13th. It's not fun. Not fun at all.
Not for her. I don't give a fuck if everything dies down. It's not my birthday. She could cry if she wants to. Cry if she wants to. But either way.
What are you guys gonna do?
Go to a ska show.
Is that what she wants to do? Is that what you want to do?
I brought it up just because it was like a couple good bands playing,
Mm-hmm.
and then she used to like going to them back when she. And yeah, she had. That might be.
How old is she turning? You better remember. You better know this shit. You better know it.
She's turning 20. Yeah, I know her age.
Yeah, sure. As he pulled the mic away.
It flipped like it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you. See now that's tight. You have to tighten it over there now. You got loose. Oh no, it's loose on this thing.
Whatever, Dick, you're loose.
Whatever. We're about to be done with this shit anyways. You say I'm loose, homie. Like I said, have you looked at your poops?
Have you, dude? You're like, what is it, 30 dirty or dirty 30? Dick, you loose as hell.
No, my poops are still kind of.
You've been through the chambers.
Yeah, in about another 8 years, because I'll be 32 in December. I'm gonna have to get my butthole checked. Prostate.
Lucky.
Lucky. Doctor, a little bit more, a little bit deeper.
3 fingers. That was my fist. Both.
Jimmy, can you do 2 spread open and just blow some air?
Echo.
It's kind of hot in there. I need you to cool down the hemorrhoids. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I ask. But anyways, do you want to plug in like your Instagram if you want people to follow for your pictures, anything like that? You do?
No.
No.
Fuck everybody.
So for anyone that wants to follow him. So what? Yeah, where can they find you on Instagram for your pictures? For the car lovers.
Car pictures, which will start getting more love. I know I haven't paid attention. It's been like a month or so, maybe even more. But I have a shit ton of pictures. I just have to get my stubborn ass.
I'll say it's alright. It's been a month since I posted a new podcast episode.
One cares.
I know they don't. But hey, I got 2 now. Yay! This first might doubled up.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Busting a Rogan.
That's
Rogan does that shit all the time, dude.
But he's a.
Some fucking. He's old at his man.
Would you suck?
So, all right, so we gotta go, guys.
Oh, so 91_shot or shots.
Shot. It's no S.
No S. No, and then do I put my personal one?
It's up to you if you want.
I have random pictures there too, like
I mean, if people want to kind of like follow your,
like stalk me and
if
see
they
what
want
my life is about, and
not only that, it's just like, like say people are interested in the thing like with your kid, with
yeah,
Lucas, if they want to like follow,
yeah, if
they
you're
can do
interested
that.
into the incredible one-armed boy, he's
You shouldn't make him an Instagram like that. No, don't do that.
I will.
I hate when people do that with their kids and
Why?
their dogs.
Who's fucking Coco? Oh, dude, sorry. Didn't bring that up.
Too soon, man. It's been a year. Too soon. Yeah. No, I was just kidding.
I'm sorry.
So if you want to, if they want to follow your personal page, what is it?
It's Chon Cheese, my old nickname. It's CHONCH 3 E's ZE.
Chong cheese.
Supposed to be like.
Just say fat ass.
I'm not gonna come up for fat ass on Instagram.
Imagine, but with dollar signs for S's.
It'll be fat ass, and then all the tags that people take of me randomly.
Fat
ass on podcast. Look at this fat ass.
All day, every day.
Fat ass's podcast.
Well, that's why I always like say like for my alias is like panda, 'cause pandas are big, so I kind of deal with that.
They're pretty snug.
Yeah, I fucks with it.
Although you say I fuck a panda.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for being on this, man. Like, I know it's completely random, just me hitting you up.
It was cool.
But first time, right? So, I mean, I'm fucking more than glad, or I'll be more than happy to have you for another one for sure.
Drunk, for sure.
See, the only problem with that is last time I did a drunk podcast, can't do all this. I would have to have someone for that. And then my conversations aren't as tendent as they are, like if I'm sober. But I'm down to have a few shots of liquor or a couple beers.
Gina.
We'll just get a 12-pack and we'll kill it.
Good, dude. Yeah, that's cool. Like a light buzz. We don't have to get fucking
Yeah, I'm not trying to get fucking hammered.
Because if I get hammered, I'm just going to say.
Yeah, I'm trying to get more. I want to be like social, but I want to be like all there. I
think family hears this, right? Like,
not that I know of.
Better if they don't.
I think it's just friends.
Let's keep it that way.
I think the closest thing to family, well, I mean, they are family, is like my sister and Mike. That's it.
Dude, quick story on how the fuck we found out we were family.
Ooh.
The bus. We never explained.
Oh, from the beginning? Go ahead. Before we close this out, go ahead.
Are you rushing me?
No, I'm just saying go ahead before we close this out.
I feel rushed. I'm getting
feel whatever you want, homie. Feel whatever you want.
So, we used to ride the same fucking bus at the same fucking time at night.
It turns out we both live in San Pedro at the time.
Like right fucking here, like next to each other, 19th and then 23rd Street, fucking right there.
That's crazy.
On Bicabrillo, straight up. Just literally walk up the fucking hill. I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
I remember what the 10 o'clock bus, a 10:20 something bus. I passed by like at 10:30.
That or the 11 something. We used to take
too,
either
the latest
one.
Would be 11:30.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I would get off on the same exit and everything, and then he always sat up front talking to the bus drivers because he blew all the bus drivers. That was the cool guy.
Sometimes I got free rides. Okay, I ain't tripping, but I didn't blow them. We just conversed.
They're dick. But either way.
Oh,
the dad, Jeff.
Say it again. Go ahead, finish it up.
And what was it? I forgot. What
ice in the front, ice in the back,
and then whatever, right? Then that first grandma's party, it was at grandma's house or something.
And by grandma, we mean our significant others' grandmas.
Yeah, they're
grandma, not ours. Mine lives in Mexico.
Mine's dead.
So blunt. She's buried. That's it. Here you go, Grams. Here's some 40.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I remember just seeing you at that seat, and I'm over here tripping balls because I was high as fuck at that thing. And I used to smoke a lot, so I was just like, remember I smoked while walking there. Steph was there, and then I meet up with her, and then I see you when you walk in, and your fat ass is sitting there with Jessica.
Hey, I'm fashionably plumped.
Fat ass was there with Jessica. And then you were like the first person I saw. I was like, who the fuck? And you start having those am I fucking really this high right now moment, whereas the guy from the bus isn't my family's fucking high. I literally thought I was gonna start seeing your head on everyone. Like I thought I was gonna start tripping that hard.
Water sucks.
Yeah, and then I don't know, what was it like? I didn't even ask you that day, or did I ask you that?
I don't remember, dude. Such,
And I was like,
I
dude,
can't remember
I remember
yesterday.
I did it all random. I was like, I think I was like tweaking too at the time, and I was just like, "Do you ride the bus?" Like all random. Do you ride the 246? Because at the time,
I think it was, and then it was 446, and then it turned to the 246,
yeah, and then you're like,
or vice versa.
and I even told you the times. I was like, fucking 246 at 10 or 11, depending the day. And you're just like,
that's when we knew we were meant to be friends.
oh my god, the boner I had.
It's like whenever they always tell the story. So how'd you guys meet? You know, like the couples and stuff like that. So how'd you guys become friends?
Fuck, we split away from Jessica and Steph. So it was so.
It was meant to be.
And then they're just like.
And then we started taking the bus from there with not with each other like holding hands, but more of like, hey man, I saved you a seat.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
Yeah, and
bus buddies at night are always the best.
You know what? I do kind of miss it. Like, I mean, I like driving, but I don't. Like, I get kind of
fuck the traffic.
Yeah, like I miss the old days of just. I mean, I hate like always walking to the bus and waiting, and if it didn't come or if it like leaves without you,
you have to wait an extra.
Yeah, so like just being on it and just relaxing, unless you had like another fat ass that sat next to you, and you're
wanted
like,
to talk to you. Fuck.
Yeah,
I would have the weird ass people that just want to talk to me, and it's about my brother was locked up. Well, yeah, cause he's a fucking idiot. You just kind of want to be like Jim Carrey, like stop breaking the law, asshole. And you're just like, I don't know. But I loved it when I was think about.
Yeah, because now like I kind of like I don't zone out, but I listen to music. But some of me wants to just be like, all right, fuck, I don't have to worry about anything. But then I have to worry about that car in the front that's on their phone that decides to fucking brake early, so I might have to rear end them. It's gonna be my fault because they decided they wanted to Snapchat a video of themselves fucking singing a song that they're way out of tune.
Wow, you pay too much attention.
That's just how I am. Extremely. Hold me.
Where is Jessica?
So anyways, we're going to end this. And like I said, man, time just flies by when you're having a lot of fun.
Yes,
so
sir. Thank you. I'm not going to shake your.
No, because I did touch my dick. Shake my hand. Gross. Touch me. Anyways, well, thank you again, man. I'm glad to have you on here. Like I said, we'll have you on here again. For anyone that's watching on YouTube, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button for the next one that's live. Hopefully it'll be Wednesday. I'll let you guys know when. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Andrew Soto, but I'll talk to him a little bit more. Can't quote me on that. If you're listening on SoundCloud or actually YouTube, SoundCloud and iTunes, dude, stop creepily smiling like that. You're creeping me out.
You and the mic. I was doing a damn.
Hey, you creep me out.
You're supposed to just.
And for anyone listening on SoundCloud or iTunes, feel free to follow. It's always nice. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your dog.
Yeah, we want to hit 6 listeners. That'd be a milestone.
Fuck you. Hey,
celebration.
And then if I make it big with 20 viewers, Alonzo.
I don't give a fuck. I'm lining him up.
who's Alonzo? I don't know that guy. Oh, he was on one episode. I just feel sorry for him.
I met him on the 446.
Yeah. I was like, hey man, you want to be on a podcast? You look bored.
I was like, yeah, man. My girlfriend's out in Paris. I hate life right now. I'll do it.
She's not my girlfriend, bro.
Fuck. Where have I been?
Yeah, all right.
Everyone's getting married now. We were trendsetters. Calling our.
Bitch. No, because if we were, then I have 4 kids.
And then you're gonna follow with that.
Fuck no, I'm gonna have 4 dogs. Huskies.
When she wants a child, you're gonna have a child.
Oh. We'll discuss this more later.
Offline.
All right, guys. Once again, thank you for listening, and we'll catch you on the next episode. So, peace.